my blessings in his name. They get protests, I get praise. They see struggle, I see grace. They say life gon' pass me by, but I am running at his pace, yeah. Tell me how you really feel. I know I'm not perfect, but he's working still. Never been the type to sugarcoat my ways. But everything you say bringing me through decay. I'm trying to get the truth today. Why you acting like this new? You know that he guides my ways, and my steps are ordered too. Read the word, you know it's true. Everything I do is blessed. Jesus on the main line, you can call him if you need to check. I must confess. They don't understand, but that's alright. Know he's got a plan for my whole life. Steps are ordered with his will, I'm in line. Can't you tell? Don't you know that it's my time? Don't you know that it's my time? Don't you know that it's my time?
Hello, every. I don't know why I keep doing that, but hello, everybody. Welcome to another Tina's Tiny Thursdays. Technically, I mean, I guess that's the name of the show. But today, we are doing a text portrait. I haven't done a text portrait in quite a while. I think the last text portrait I did was of Kuwabara, and that was quite some months ago. Oh my gosh, my dad left his phone. It's just ringing loudly. But today, I figured since I've made other portraits in the past, and I do have a sale going on, 30% off prints all June. Just use the code birthday30 at checkout. And so I have a lot of prints available, so I figured I'd make a new print, because it's been a while since I made a Pokemon print, honestly. It's been some years. But here's text portrait prints that I have available. You get through all the people, and then boom, you got some Pokemons, as my mom would call them. Pokemons with an S. Got Eevee, Leafeon, and I just added Vaporeon today. I made Vaporeon forever ago, and I forgot to put Vaporeon on my actual website. So I've just been like selling prints in person, and so I'm just like, have I been losing out on money potentially by not having this on my website? And then I was like, well, I should make the other Eevee evolutions as well. And so oh, I'm like, what is, there's a poster behind me. It's just like really big and taking up space. I have to find a frame for this because I actually bought something at a Comic-Con for once. But anyway, yeah, prints are available. You get them 30% off, and so today I'm going to be making a brand spanking new print. I mean, if anybody wants the original, they can totally have and take the original as well. You know, I'm not opposed to that in the least bit. But, I have such a light hand when I first sketch, mainly because I don't want, I don't want to like ruin the paper, but I know this is very, very light for you guys, so I'm gonna stop blabbing and actually get to work. So when it comes to text portraits, especially cartoon text portraits, it's a little easier locating the values and stuff, locating the highlights and the shadows, because there's usually a clear distinction that an artist has already made. I actually have the torso a little bit longer than the reference photo that I have, so right now I'm just going in and I'm adding in some areas where there's going to be some shadows. And so I'm just marking off those areas so I know, dang, this really doesn't look like nothing for you guys. It will, I swear, once I start adding color. I was trying to finish the sketch before the stream, but obviously that didn't happen. But I am going, like the other Pokemon text portraits I've made, I am going to be writing the Japanese name, not the English translation of the name. And it is, it translates exactly to booster. But it's, I think this is like B, and then this line extends out the vowels, so it's bu, su, da. Those are the letters. Boo. More like bow. Bow. Yeah, I think it's more like bow. Bow. Yeah. I don't think I made this eye large enough. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Yeah. I think that's a little better. But, I have a couple colors that I know for sure that... Is that shovel? Ha ha ha. No, it's not shovel. It is not our little goblin friend. I mean, you can name this specific Flareon shovel if you want, but that's not his name. And hello, by the way. Just went straight to a conversation and I did not greet you. That's a little rude. But I am... Okay, I have a couple more oranges that That's yellow. Tina, what are you doing? I thought I had more oranges that I wanted to test out, but I think these three that I have, I think they're pretty much fine. That's brown. That is not the one I picked up before. Ignore the pink cap for this one. My nieces and nephews gotten my stuff, so everything's a little jumbled, so I have to physically test things out to make sure it's the right color. Oh, that is... Maybe it'll dry a little lighter. What did I just do? This one? I think this one's a nice base color. So I'm just gonna start on its belly right here. I don't know why. This is where I'm starting. It just is. It's where it's starting, so... It's really hot today. It's raining and gross where I am. It was hot yesterday. I was on the phone with someone earlier today and I realized I only talk to this person when it is raining. Because we always start off the conversation with how terrible the weather is in Michigan. It's like, huh, I only talk to this man when it's raining. That's weird. Okay, got some color down. I'll definitely have to figure out what I'm gonna do for the fur, because I don't want it to be too yellow and I don't want it to be too brown. And I think that's a nice place to start. And for this specific portrait, I'm thinking about using some like nice browns, not browns, some nice purples and magentas as the shadows in it. I think it would be tasty. For a lack of better adjectives, I think it would just make the portrait really nice. So if this is brown and this has a purple cap, I wonder if I pick up a pink one, I'll find the brown one that's supposed to have this cap. Because this is pink, the red... Oh, these babies. Okay, let me see if I can find a magenta so I can get those nice colors. I'm thinking that's might be too much? I don't know. Okay, this... okay. I found my... these two. They're gonna be real nice to deepen those shadows. I'm trying not to be weird about this, I promise you. It might not work, but I'm trying not to be weird about it. I like this. It's... the shade, it's more of like a pink than like an orange. What? I can't even see the... oh, it says grapefruit. This is a maybe. It's definitely a maybe. There's gonna be a lot of color yapping today, in case you haven't already picked that up. I had more... I don't have a ton of oranges, and so my options might be a little limited. Yeah, I think those might be pretty much it, unless I start dipping into the watercolors. Okay, so those three oranges will have to do, unless I, yeah, like start going into browns and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna clean up some lines so I can find my kneaded eraser. Oh, I put it back on. I have this terrible habit. I'm gonna show you guys. Whenever I get a piece of a kneaded eraser, I just put it on this little dragon's head. Like I just boop it on its nose and then I forget that it's there. Or I put it on its forehead. I don't... my sister got me this cup so I could like... she thought maybe it'd be like a water cup or something. And I was like, oh, I can put my brushes in there. And now I just mainly use it to boop a dragon so I don't lose my eraser. But I'm always like, where is it? Where is it? I'll clean up this line. Did you see the new Marvel fighting game trailer? I did not. I don't usually just happen across like video game trailers and stuff like that unless people are complaining about something. Like when people were complaining about that one Dragon Age or whatever, the game series that Dee really liked and was upset about the latest release. Like, I saw people complaining about that game for months. But I usually don't happen upon just normal things about video games. Basically, unless a video game is absolutely dog water, I know nothing about its existence at all. Because it has not come across my feed. I think I am going to use the grapefruit one as like a highlight, possibly. I'm going to get up on this foot right here. Booster. I'll send it to you. It looks really good. Maybe I should pause the other music so it doesn't mess with what I'm currently watching. Yeah, beat up that child. Okay. Yeah, that looks cool. I guess Spider-Man and Kamala Khan are both children. So, two teenagers just beating each other up while Iron Man assists. That's pretty cool. I might actually play that game. Every time I go a long time without writing in Japanese, I'm always very cautious at first, because I'm like, I don't know how to make this katakana, I don't know how to make this kanji. But, after a while, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm getting flashbacks to being 15 again, and writing out my vocab words over and over again, so that I could just instantly know them. And my hand would know the answers on the test before my brain would. There are some words when I'd be studying, like I do like a rhythmic tapping for the word so that I would I don't know, it was just because Japanese, it's a very the sounds are very, I don't want to say sharp because it's not like pointy, because it does kind of, you know, some languages sound like they're in cursive and they're just like slurred. Japanese isn't like that. It's very, you know, their words are very, here's a consonant, here's a vowel, here's a consonant, here's a vowel. Maybe a double consonant, but there's a certain rhythm to the words. And if you get the rhythm of certain words down, it's just, I don't know. What? That was not part of the word. Okay, it's not that difficult at all. Once you pass Romaji and reading hiragana and katakana, it's very easy. It's just remembering what, you know, all these words mean. Kanji, on the other hand, is, you know, you see that symbol and you're just like, okay, what does this mean? This can mean 5 different words. Okay, it's next to this word. It can mean 3 different words. Okay, it's next to these 2 kanji and a hiragana symbol. Okay, I know that this means such and so there's just all these things that are just like out there that nobody knows what they mean, and you have to like look it up. It was interesting. It was very interesting. I don't exist anymore. Just like that. I am a tiny JPEG. Hello. It's Chibi Tina. There's some highlight on his cheek, so I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna use my kneaded eraser to dab away as much graphite as possible. So that way, when I write over it, I don't pick it up. Oh gosh. Oh, look at that. Look at what a baby did to that marker. Great. Oh, this is the wrong orange anyway. This is why I need my own studio space. So that when I have to babysit, I don't have to worry about kids getting my stuff. If you want to make that studio space reality, go to tinastextportraits.com and buy a print. And there's gonna be some highlights over here. I'm resisting the urge to be this close to the portrait like I used to do back in the day. If you guys watch some of my older time lapses on my YouTube, you will definitely see my face, or like getting in like the corner. That's my forehead. I meant to do like my cheek or something. But yeah, I used to do that all the time. And there's like a shadow. I use the orange. Yeah, this is a lot darker than everything else I was using. Sometimes it's good to see how the colors compare to each other. I should have erased those lines. That's going to be hard to get rid of now. It's a Sue. Ta. Is that Boo or Bo? I think it might be Boo. I think it might be. This might be a B-U-U-S. Yeah, Boo Sta. That makes more sense than Bo Sta. Yeah, because I think if it was Boo, okay, I'm remembering. I'm remembering from high school, everybody. Okay. Because it was. Okay, so this will be Boo, this will be Ba, and this will be Bo. It'll be like a little circle next to it. Okay. Yeah. I'm remembering. I know Japanese. I know Japanese. Sure. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me right up here. Right in the old noggin. It's coming back. It's coming right back. But yeah, it's Busta. Boosta. I don't know why they went with Booster for the name of a. I don't know. But he is Booster, and then Vaporeon is showers. That's the. That's how that goes. It's funny looking up the names for the Pokemon, like the katakana names, because Jigglypuff is pudding, like pudding. It's funny, just seeing how they had the Japanese names and then how the English translation is just so completely different. Can you just imagine if we just stayed calling Jigglypuff pudding? And like, Booster, I choose you! You know? For the last, okay, so back to I forgot what I was saying. I might have just been spelling the name out loud. Speaking of Pokemon, we got D into our Pokemon Minecraft server. Oh, yeah, that's great for you guys. That's great. You guys are just getting more people in there, huh? I'm glad you guys are having fun, though. That's just a whole lot of something I don't want to touch. Not that it wouldn't be fun, but it's just like every time I join a new Minecraft thing, people immediately get tired of it. And then it's just like, I put in all this effort into something, and now it's just gone because the server's deleted. I'm not doing this again. Well, not like immediately. That's an exaggeration. Like I'll be in it for like maybe a month, and then people get tired, and then I'm just like, well, glad I spent all that time building that base and collecting all those items. But I'm glad you guys are having fun with D. I miss hanging out with D. What was I gonna do? I think let's try this first. As nope. I'm spelling things wrong in Japanese, everybody. I think that's pretty nice. I'll keep trying things out. I think maybe for the underbelly, I'll go into this other magenta over here. She's the fairy gym leader now. That makes sense. And that makes so much sense for her. I do not wait 10 years to join things. I made a restaurant that sells cheeseburgers and french fries. I do not wait 10 years. Sometimes I just have to wait and carve out an appropriate amount of time from my schedule. And then by the time I get around to carving it out, everyone has lost interest. sister sent me a text. You know what? I don't think no, I don't do the hard lines with the Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, I don't do that with Pokemon. It's all shading. I do the lines with the people. I don't know why I do that. I think I did that with the Pikachu, and then I just continued on this path that doesn't make sense cohesively across different fandom mediums that I am doing portraits of. But anyway, that's my pet peeve about myself. I don't think anyone else is thinking that deeply about it. But back to this Pokemon server thing, Zombo. I barely have time to play Baldur's Gate. What makes you think I'll have time to join a whole Pokemon server? The Pokemon Minecraft server. dabbing. I just saw a pic of a cat sitting on a bench wearing samurai armor. That sounds cute. Hi, Katrina. I wish I had more time for Gim Gams, but that's not the point I'm at in my life right now. I was just about to cap this with the needed eraser. I don't know where my brain is at right now. I don't know where the cap is at either. Oh, right. Babies. Wrong color. This one, this one. like so much is happening at the same time. Nothing is happening at the same time. Okay, I'm going to start testing out some colors for the fur so that I can feel better about myself. Because I feel like more should have happened. Okay, this is... I lucked out with picking a good color right away? What? Okay, this is 020, just so I don't... Okay. Alright, what color? What are you? Okay, this is a nice shadow I can use. You are 942. What are you? Are you gonna be too yellow? You might be too yellow. You are too yellow. I'm sorry, you've been disqualified. Wah, wah, wah. Like I said at the beginning of this, there's gonna be a lot of color discussion today. Okay. I'm worried about this marker. It seems like it's drying out a little bit, and the tips are kind of crunchy, honestly. Kind of crunchy. But I love this color, so I might just deal with it. I'm gonna deal with it, guys. This is YR3. Oh, it's beige. I have other beiges. I have beige somewhere else. I've got a new beige. I've got this light beige. Let's see what this looks like. Oh gosh. This might be completely dried out. Light beige is pink and it's crusty. Okay. I have a beige somewhere. I know for a fact beige exists. Got a couple pearls. Let's give that a whirl. What about this one? What about this Prismacolor that I got discounted? It's a nice shade, honestly, but like I said, I want to have more purples in this, and so I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile. I feel like I'm really excited about this color comparison right now. I might have to tone the energy down. I don't know. Goodness gracious. I own so many beiges, and I can't find any of them. Besides that one that's crunchy and crusty, and we don't want no crunchy beiges, okay? Those are Sharpies, those are Prismas. That's a giant paintbrush that I couldn't find before. Found it like 3 streams later, everybody. I had so many different I'll deal with the crunchy beige, okay? That's what we gotta deal with right now. I'll just settle for that. But before I get on with the crunchy beige, just want to say to everybody, thank you for watching me, whether you're watching me back or whether you are lurking on YouTube or Twitch. I appreciate your viewership. You guys watching keeps me consistent and helps me to be a little bit more, oh, excuse me, sorry, accountable with constantly making art to put out. And so I appreciate you guys sticking with me while I make stuff, because it helps me be more creative and work on my craft and all that jazz. So I appreciate your viewership, and I appreciate you taking time out of your lives to have me on, whether that's in the background or in the forefront of your minds and on your screens. I appreciate you guys. Oh, this is supposed to be like a shadow. I gotta do that up on the... Let me just do this fur real quick so I don't... Good. Double mic. Double mic. No. What's happening? Don't know why there would possibly be a double mic thing. Then again, my nephew was on my computer yesterday. I'm not just trying to blame everything on the babies. He's not even a baby. He's almost 10. But I'm not using him as a scapegoat, I promise. He does just mess with my settings sometimes. Okay, I think I got some decent purple shadows going in certain places. What colors did I say? It was these two. 942. 0, 0. Okay. Oh my gosh. My dad just started a live stream in the other room. We are like maybe 30 feet apart, and he decided to go live in the middle of me being live. This is... What is happening? What is happening? I don't know if you guys can hear him or not, but that's... Ooh. Again, if any of my viewers that are watching help make that studio a reality, go to tinastextportraits.com. Love it here. Nah, my life isn't that bad. It's mostly funny to me. Mostly. Being the operating word. I'm just marking off some spots where the highlights are supposed to be for the fur. These, and also it'll help me get the shape right. These are the highlights. I'm going to go in and make some of the mid-tones so I don't accidentally get all up in those and erase them. I think, where did I put it? It's right in front of my face. I know it's right in front of my face. Is this the, yep, 942. I think I might use, I don't know. I'm debating. I'm debating about which one I want to be like the deepest shadow. But for now, I'm going to. Yeah, this isn't that dark. And this is definitely a mid-tone. Hi, Sabrina. I saw your message, but I need more time to think about it, but um it's like a it's like a jersey, right, Bina? I think it's looking pretty good so far, especially in the tail, because there's more form in the tail than there is in like other parts. But he is just like mostly tail and like poof right here, you know? Oh, I do need to put down I don't know what, it's like burps or something. I don't know, gas, just crap. But, yeah, I think it's looking pretty decent so far. Although I wish I had this shade and another marker because, you know, the shadow is so bold, but like the base is so there's a lot of white space in between, so I might have to go back over yeah, go back over and write a little bigger. Maybe I should have planned for that better or something. But yeah, I think things are looking pretty good so far. I do want to test something out over here in this part of the fur. I have the nope, this is grapefruit. This is not what I wanted to grab. What was I just using? It's not beige, is it? Oh, I think I was using this one, right? No, I was not using that one. That is not that shade. Was it the beige? Yeah, the beige. Okay, I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. Absolutely. Let's look at the B, the double. hue this. Okay, that looks fine. Because it like fills in the space, but there's still that shadow there. That looks fine. Okay. I'm just going to continue. First of all, I didn't like shape this out properly, and so I'm going to draw this out and then dab it away so I can know what I'm doing. If that makes any sense to anybody, but I think it makes sense to me. There's like a lighter shade like over in this part it's a little lighter. And there's like a plume right here. I don't know if plume is the right word. Right there. Or I had an idea about this and how it's spaced out, because I did like that shade. I could just, this is supposed to be like a marker pen or whatever. It does, okay, so this is like how it dries. It dries a lot more, it is more of like, this orange has more of like a yellow hue to it, right? This has more of a reddish tint, but I feel like it might be closer to, I'm just going, yeah, it's so close to, yeah, it's so close to the other shade. I mean, it'll dry differently, but I just feel like it's, yeah, I'll go back over it. I don't want to do the undercolor with that because that's just, it's so different, but I can in some spots where they're supposed to be like, just use it as kind of like an outline in some spots. You can't, guys, you can't see what I'm doing right now. I'm so sorry. Let me push this back up. I brought it closer to me instead of getting closer to it. All this over here is supposed to be purple, so I'll fill that in with that magenta. to try and solve my orange dilemma. Because I have things in place for the fur that I like that are going on. Maybe if I switched it to this other one, this other end, I'll just be more likely to write a little differently. I feel like maybe I should have used this as a highlight instead of the main now that I'm making his face. But, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men, yada yada yada. Because I do like the shade. Maybe it just looks so much darker on one monitor than the other. And by it, I mean Flareon. I don't know. Because I'm looking at the boldness of other colors, and then this just seems like it's not enough. And I could always deepen that orange. Well. Okay, so this dries differently than that. Maybe I'll just... Okay, I'm just gonna test things out and see what I like, and if I messed it up, well, I don't think it'll be messed up because of a different orange that I picked up, honestly. Suta. I feel like the fold of its ear isn't like it's like blue black, you know. I'm gonna see what this looks like. Yes, I'm gonna put this down first, and then once this dries, I will do black over it. Nope. There we go. I'm forgetting how to spell words, guys. It's fine. It's only a text portrait. It's not like things have to be spelled correctly for people to understand what it is. There are so many misspelled words in my text portraits, by the way. Nope, that was supposed to be a T. That was... okay. I'm fine. Are you guys fine? I'm fine. Looking at this on the monitor, the random spots of color makes this seem so interesting. Pearl. Did I test out Pearl to see? That is too pink. Why are you... You should be in the reject pile. You should not be where I can easily reach by mistake. think I will switch. I will switch oranges. Oh wait, where's the... Okay. I will keep this as a highlight though. I mean, there's not much to highlight at this point. At least not within the oranges. I've been doing this for so long, and I feel like I should have it down to an exact science, but it is a lot of trial and error. Testing out colors, seeing what works. What doesn't work. I guess all art is like that. But you know, I've painted so many water scenes, I can do it without thinking, but you know, I've been doing a lot of those for a short amount of time. So that's a little bit different. Text portraits, there's words and spelling involved, so I'm just out of practice for them actually. That's the real thing. That's the real issue, guys. Yeah, that looks better. Sorry, I need to blow my nose, but I don't have any tissue around. I just got congested out of nowhere. But I did not take my sinus medication yesterday, so that could be it. Oh my gosh, it's almost 4 o'clock already? We've been having so much fun, everybody.
With Asana, you can manage any kind of work, from project intake to campaign management to strategic planning or anything else your team works on.
Okay, looking at this on the monitor, it's looking pretty nice. I mean, there's still quite a bit that I have to do because I started writing too small and with the wrong marker, but I think it's looking pretty nice, guys. I think it's looking pretty nice. Forgetting how to spell. The crazy thing is, I literally just have to copy what I've written 1,000 other times. My brain is just like dial-up noises, you know? It's like, oh, what goes next? I have no idea. Answer is literally all over the paper, and I have no idea what I'm doing. It's ridiculous. I'm a silly person. Suddenly got paranoid that I've been writing it wrong the entire time. I had to double check. That happens with every portrait. At some point, I'm just like, I know I've been spelling this wrong, even though I've been writing it for 2 hours now. I'm just like, I know for a fact that this is wrong now in this instance, and now it makes everything else wrong. And it's, I don't know, anxiety is a weird thing, guys, because it just convinces you that you're doing things wrong, even though you know you're doing the right thing. I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird. Okay, I'm still streaming, Dad. Oh, okay. Still streaming. biscuits. The marker was stuck, and I ended up I punched my hand trying to open it. Oh my gosh. Okay. No more punching. My hand is fine, by the way. It's fine. It just hurt in the moment. There's so much more to work on, but it is after 4 o'clock and I've been streaming for almost 2 hours now, so I will continue this off camera and post it to all the socials and whatnot. I just don't want to subject you guys to another half an hour of me writing in with this barely legible on camera super light color, but anyway, let's bring it in. Let's bring it in, guys. Let's bring it in. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. Like I said before, go to tinastextportraits.com. All of my prints are... I stared directly at my lamp, and so now all I can see is... Okay, it's going away. I blinded myself for a little bit, but it's okay, guys. All of my prints are 30% off. Type in code birthday30 at checkout, because I'll be 30 on the 24th. I know I don't look a day over at 16. At least to some people. There was one time I went out to dinner with my sister and her kids. It was one of her kids' birthdays, and I was sitting next to the 10-year-old, well, the 9-year-old. He might have been like 8 or 7 at the time. But her mother-in-law said that she was paying for all the kids, and so the waitress was like, okay, I'll get the kids' orders first. And so then the waitress came over to me and asked if I needed a kids' menu. I'm just like, nope. And then I told her, and I was like, nope, I'm not on that bill. And then I told her what adult meal that I was getting. I was like, I know I'm 5'3", and I know I was sitting next to the 9-year-old or 8-year-old, however he was, but it's like, I just don't get why people would assume that I was a literal child. But yeah, she asked if I needed a kids menu. Wild stuff. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be 30 in a couple weeks, and so to celebrate that, you guys can get 30% off prints, and yeah, I'll have this done in a little while. But I will catch all of you later. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will actually be spending the weekend with some family out of state, so that'll be fun to do. And I got this